is going on, Brotherhood? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we have a bin full of WWE figures. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today we've got this drawer or bin full of WWE figures. If you guys were watching my room tour recently, you would have saw this drawer. I just showed one or two figures that were in here. It's basically a drawer underneath my wrestling table. These are all my figures that are not on display and are not in the crowd. So we got some decent ones in here, some alternate attires for figures I regularly use, and just some other great basics and elites in here. I figured we'd go through this. My boy My Damn Toys wanted to know what all was in here the other day when we were texting, and I figured why not make a video out of it. So we're just going to go through each figure one by one, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's not waste any time and just go ahead and pick the first figure up. So first of all here, we'll have to get a better focus for the rest of this video. We've got this Matt Hardy fix-up. This is the WWE Shop exclusive. I got this at WrestleMania Access this year, and I swapped on the longer-haired head scan. I really like how this fix-up looks, a lot better in my opinion. Overall, it's just a great figure, a perfect V1 Matt Hardy. Next figure we got here is the Defining Moments Macho Man Randy Savage. In my opinion, it's his best elite to date. Came with this awesome fabric robe. It's his iconic pink and blue attire.
Because he has the eye of the tiger.
He does have the eye of the tiger.
Are you sure about that?
Pink and yellow with the Macho Man on the back. He's got the stars on the front, the yellow with the stars on it. I just love those boots, and it's his most iconic attire. Head scan could be a little bit better, but overall I just love this Macho Man. Right here we got this basic Kevin Owens in the Canadian attire, so that's why I picked it up, because obviously I am from Canada. And I did swap the head onto one of my elites because I like that the head it came with a lot better than the one on one of my elites. And yeah, so this one just has his first basic head scan on it now. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It's got the maple leaf on the O there. Next up, we got a fix-up on the Network Spotlight Shawn Michaels. Swap the head on here because I prefer this head scan with the longer hair. I really didn't like the head scan that came on this Shawn Michaels. I didn't think it looked like him all that much, but the attire is just great with the blue and black zebra with the Heartbreak logos. Just love this Shawn Michaels. Up next, we got the first time in the line basic Fandango. This guy's probably going to end up in the crowd soon. Don't have much use for him. It's a decent figure, but yeah, Fandango. Up next here, we got the product of one of my fix-ups. I took the Elite 59 Miz. It was 59, right? Yeah, 59 Miz. Put the Elite 52 head on it. So this is the Elite 52 body with the Elite 59 head. Not a big fan of this head scan, although the attire is pretty decent. So yeah, it's an alright Miz. It's kind of like an alternate attire for him at this point. Right here we got this basic Dolph Ziggler, which I did take the arms from and swap onto an Elite, so that's why he's got these massive jacked arms. And it's his silver attire from SummerSlam, so it's a decent looking attire. But you know, it's a basic, so of course it's in here. Here we have the Defining Moments Shinsuke Nakamura with a head swap. I swapped on the Elite 57 head. And yeah, it's a nice head scan. Decent body. I wish they did the belt detail better. Like put the black in there instead of just leaving it red with silver dots. But I recently upgraded to the Elite 57 Nakamura. Here we have an Elite Sheamus fix-up placeholder. This was to hold me off until the Elite 58 came out, and obviously we got the Elite 58 now, so this guy's just ended up in here. It was one of his older Elites that I got, I think on eBay or something for like 10 bucks. And then I swapped the basic 72 arms and head, and then chopped off the long beard that he had on there. Oh, next we got the first time in the line basic Chad Gable. Recently upgraded to the Elite Chad Gable, so yeah, it's an alright figure. Not the biggest fan of this attire. It's not one of American Alpha's best, and I absolutely can't stand that head scan. I don't see Chad Gable in it whatsoever. Here we've got this basic blue and orange Sin Cara. And I wish we got this attire in Elite form because I think it's one of Sin Cara's best. Same with the guy who came with this Sin Cara, which I believe is actually in this bin. So we'll probably get to him soon. Here we got two figures. We got the basic Ascension here. This is their most recent battle pack, but I did swap the heads from the Elites on here. If you guys didn't know, these figures actually came with some sick AF face paint. So I swapped it onto the Elites, and once again, this is the aftermath of a fix-up, the less good version. Here we have Scott Dawson from the Revival. I haven't upgraded to Elite Revival yet. I'm supposed to get some Elite Revival soon from a good friend of mine who I may have mentioned earlier in this video. But this basic Scott Dawson is okay. Not really using it, of course, because it's a basic. I don't really use basics on the pick fed. There's the guy I was talking about earlier. Kalisto, the blue and orange one. I really like this attire. but since it's a basic, it kind of sucks. But the blue and orange looks absolutely sick. I wish we got this in elite form. Up next here we got Luke Gallows. I'm looking to see if I can spot Carl Anderson, but I can't see him right now. But this is Luke Gallows from the Anderson and Gallows first battle pack. It's a decent attire, decent head scan, but the elite is just way better. Here we have this elite Mr. Perfect. Picked this one up because it was really cheap. I don't really have that much use for it. Might use it for parts eventually, but it's a decent looking figure. The head scan's great. Of course, it has the Mr. P right there and the triangle thing design on the back with the black on the orange. Overall, it's just a nice figure. Up next here, we got this basic AJ Styles. This red attire one. It was a re-release of the shop exclusive, except it has the bad articulation, and I put the Elite 51 head on here. I took the head off of this one and just threw it on an Elite, but it's alright. Up next here, we got the Defining Moments Ric Flair. I love this figure, except the torso. I think the torso is just way too ripped to be Ric Flair from this time period, but I pulled the knee pads down because, you know, he's the dirtiest player in the game, and Ric Flair always did that. Up next, we got one of the memes of the channel, Roman Strowman, Broman Strains. We got a bunch of random names for him, but it's just Roman Reigns' arms and head on a basic, or an Elite Braun Strowman. That's just too funny, man. Here we got this WrestleMania Heritage Series basic Eddie Guerrero. I don't have an Elite Eddie, I've just got this one right now, and it's a pretty decent looking basic. I quite like it. Up next here, we got this basic Shinsuke Nakamura. Not really much else to say about this figure. Not a great looking figure at all. Here we have the last time in the line Hulk Hogan. Well, not really his last time in the line. I think he had the Defining Moments after this, but don't expect to get any figures of him very soon. But this is more of the modern day look for Hogan. Came with a bunch of accessories. It was actually a pretty decent figure. Up next here, we got the Elite 35 Randy Orton, except I did swap on the WrestleMania Elite head because I wanted this. I had a better head on here at one point from Basic 75, and then I swapped that onto the new Elite I got, and then this one just ended up getting this really badly printed head scan. The tire's alright. I did swap on the knee pads, but one of them ended up breaking. But yeah, that's Randy Orton. Up next here, we got another older figure. We got this, I think it's a, what is it, a Legend Series? I believe that's what it's called. Jake the Snake Roberts. I actually got this one used with a bunch of other Legend Series figures, but it's really cool. I quite like the attire. Really accurate head scan. Up next here, we got this Battle Pack Dolph Ziggler, which I swapped the head onto one of my Elites, or my only Elite Ziggler. And then, yeah, this is just the aftermath of that, so it's got a worse head on a really bad basic body. Up next here, we got the first time in the line Akira Tozawa. Hopefully the Fan Central one starts popping up soon so we can upgrade to that. Here we have basic David Otunga. A really bad figure, to be honest. But the head's good for Ricochet, so if I ever decide to make a Ricochet, I've got that, but I'll probably just end up waiting for Mattel. Here we have the Epic Moments Chris Jericho from the Festival of Friendship set. Don't use this guy a whole lot because it's a very unique sort of look, but it's an alright looking figure. So yeah, we got Chris Jericho. Up next here, we have this T-shirt series Rob Van Dam. Really loose and really worn out. I've had this figure forever, but he's got the Damn It's Good to Be Back shirt on with you can see the bottom part of his pink and green singlet, RVD on the side of the boots. It's not a bad T-shirt series figure, but nothing's really great about the T-shirt series sets. Here we have the John Cena Prototype Toys R Us exclusive. Decent looking figure with the red and black attire from his debut. Up next, we've got this basic Edge, and I really like this Edge. In my opinion, that's a really, really strong head scan. The attire's great. I believe it's from a TLC match with John Cena. But yeah, I quite like this basic. One of my favorite basics that I have. Up next, we've got this Elite Series, what's it, 42, I think? Neville. Maybe it's 43 or something like that. I don't know. Don't harass me in the comments because I don't know what set of figure is from. But I upgraded to the newest Elite Neville. He's got a decent head scan. The attire's quite good with the purple. I always liked that. But yeah, we got that Neville. Here we have this Elite Mojo Rawley. I just had a Barrett body sitting around, so I just threw random arms and a Mojo head on. Just so I have them for fantasy booking videos if I have to use them. But I'm really not a big Mojo Rawley fan. But better than having the basic. Here we have the Elite Series 50 Shane McMahon. I absolutely love this figure. Of course, I was at WrestleMania 32, so it's quite nostalgic for me. And I think it's a really good Shane McMahon figure. I quite like it. Up next, we got Mr. Titus Worldwide, Titus O'Neil from the Battle Pack with Darren Young. Primetime Players attire. We haven't got a figure of him in a while, I don't think. And here we got a suited Curtis Axel, because I had a Curtis Axel head and these Build-A-Figure parts just sitting around, so I threw that together for the pick fed when he was in the Miztourage. And I think we'll go with the tag team next. We got the Elite Series 38, Farouk and Bradshaw, the APA. Pretty nice looking figures. I quite like them. Their jeans attire with the shirts and the gloves. Up next, we got this basic Booker T. Pretty decent. Currently my only Booker T figure, so I'll have to get an Elite quite soon. Up next, we got this basic Tyler Breeze, and in my opinion is the best Tyler Breeze figure they've made to date. Just for a basic, the accessories, or not the accessories, but the gauntlets are great. The attire is very colorful. It's just a perfect Tyler Breeze figure. If only it was an Elite. Up next here, we've got this Elite fix-up Zack Ryder. Took a Dolph Ziggler body, swapped on some Zack Ryder parts, and just made a Zack Ryder placeholder until I got the Elite 59. Which obviously I did get the Elite 59. Here we got the other member of the Revival, Dash Wilder. Not a whole lot else to say. Got his tattoos, you know, it's his red attire. Hopefully I'll get my Elite Revival soon from my boy, MDT. Here we've got Hacksaw Jim Duggan from the SummerSlam set. It's a pretty nice figure with the face paint and the blue trunks and all that. It'd be cool to put those knee pads on doing an AJ Styles, maybe like his first time in the line. Might have to do that sometime. Here we have a Defining Moments Sting. Pretty nice looking figure. I always liked this one. But yeah, it's pretty nice Crow Sting. Here we've got this basic Mankind. Decent looking figure. I'm not sure where his mask is, but yeah, we got Mankind. Up next, we got fairly new figures. We got the Fashion Police, Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Somewhat updated, but they got their Fashion Popo logos on the back there, and the Fashion Line Do Not Cross. So they're decent looking figures. Here we got another Legends figure. This is Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Pretty nice zebra looking attire. Up next, we got a very underrated Elite, in my opinion, and that is the Elite 51 Scott Hall. I think this is the strongest figure from Elite 51. The attire on this figure is just awesome. The outsiders and the spray paint there. I haven't picked up the Nash that matches this yet, so I gotta do that. Hopefully I can get the Sting as well. Here we have the Defining Moments Stone Cold Steve Austin that came with 3 belts. His knee pads or knee braces are all pulled up for some reason, but yeah, Stone Cold. Up next here, we've got this Legend Series Iran Sheik. Pretty cool. Lots of detail on this figure. Up next, we got the Network Spotlight Vince McMahon. I remember searching so hard for this thing, and then he just sits in this bin all the time. I was so excited to get my hands on it at the time. Up next, we got Carl Anderson. There's the Carl Anderson. We were looking for him. Luke Gallows we already showed off, but I think this is the better figure out of the two, but his Elite is just that much better. Up next, we got another underrated figure, and that is Defining Moments Chris Jericho. Love the attire, love the head scan. He came with 2 awesome belts. Just a very nice looking Chris Jericho figure. Here you have one of the 3 women's figures that I kept, and that is this Elite 54 Charlotte. I just think this figure is perfect, and I was at WrestleMania, so I really wanted to grab this. And up next, we got Darren Young. He's gone from the company. I don't know why he's still in here. Up next, we got The Rock. Pretty decent figure. Just some random basic series. I have no idea what set. Up next, we got this Elite 47 Cesaro. I absolutely love this figure. Recently upgraded to his latest Elite, so it's ended up in the bin here. Up next here, we've got Batista. One of his Elites in the Blue Tista attire. It's a pretty decent looking figure though. He's got all of his tattoos and such. Here we've got a basic Stephanie McMahon. One of the 3 women's figures I had, like I mentioned. Kept her because of Triple H. And here we got Sami Zayn. The TNF, and I swapped on wrist tape hands. So yeah, that Sami Zayn's decent. I do prefer his first Elite though. And here we got this Elite Daniel Bryan fix-up. Just swapped on a basic head to make it more updated. It's got the Yes logos and all that. It's a pretty decent figure. We got another woman. This is Natalia. It's my mom's favorite, so she wouldn't let me get rid of it, which is kind of funny. I'm not the biggest Natalia fan, to be honest. Here we've got this basic Jason Jordan. Yeah, his Elite's better. Here we have another Legend Series, and that is Mr. Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful. It's a pretty nice looking figure. Quite beat up because I've had it forever. And next up, second to last figure, we've got Paul Heyman. One of his battle packs, I believe, with Brock Lesnar. And last but not least, this is quite fitting because this man dropped a music video the other day, and my god, it was terrible! It's Enzo Amore, everyone's favorite wrestler. My god, this guy sucked. But this figure's pretty damn cool though, lots of details and stuff like that. But yeah, Enzo Amore, perfect way to end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like, comment down below, and subscribe. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one.